Hey everybody, happy Monday to you. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Briggs here, filling in for Hunter as he continues his fishing expedition up north. And we are lucky back here, though. Hunter may be off and enjoying himself, but we're also enjoying ourselves here.
I got to tell you, what a way to start the week. Big shout out to Perkins for helping us out today. They reached out, they said, hey, do you want to try the new strawberry menu? And I'm like, yeah, let's try it out. And then they said, actually, the strawberry menu is not quite ready yet. So how about the new quesadilla menu? And so he said, I'm not going to turn down a quesadilla menu. So big thanks to our DoorDash driver who actually dropped this off at the Northern News Now station. And also a big thanks to Perkins for setting us up with these new wonderful items. So today we got chicken fajita and steak fajita quesadillas to try, as well as chicken bacon ranch, and then creative twists on some favorites such as breakfast quesadilla and cheeseburger quesadilla. And big thanks to the Perkins out in Duluth's 40th Avenue West location for helping us out and fulfilling that order. And if you like anything what you see here today, you can order it online, perkinsrestaurant.com.
Yeah, I really want to find that breakfast one. I'm going to be digging through
the breakfast
here.
one's in here. So,
it's in there.
But I think the ones that we have in here are the fajita, and I believe that one might be some sort of also fajita.
Deliciousness.
Yeah. So feel free to dig in. We also, big thanks to Perkins, we got a cold brew, and then I think it's like a sweet and creamy cold brew that you can also find at the restaurant. So, I mean, just look at that. It's just awesome. Anything quesadilla is always good.
I love quesadillas. They're very underrated. This one, very moist, too. You know, sometimes they can get dried out. Not this one.
Yeah. Also
this
French fries, or like breakfast potatoes at Perkins.
Yeah.
Always a good time. This one is the chicken bacon ranch. Anything chicken bacon ranch, like a wrap, that's always on point. So
yeah.
This
fries
is great.
Very good, too. Just the right amount of, like, crunchy consistency to them.
So we're going to keep this on the desk. We're probably going to eat it throughout the show today. Also, the sweet and creamy cold brew, you can't see through the top. It's got whipped cream at the top. So, we're gonna be bouncing around on this Monday. It's good stuff.
Thank you, Perkins. Still got a little bit of quesadilla in my mouth. Sorry,
That's
everybody.
all right.
Coming up on today's show, though, new research suggests that birding may be good for your brain. And we're going to take a look at restaurants who want to go retro in order to appeal to more customers. Interesting.
I like a little retro action. You know, a lot of nostalgia sells very well. So I'm sure. You know, I've only been to one, I believe, Pizza Hut sit-down back in the day when I was a kid with my father. That was quite the experience, and so bring it back.
Yeah, I'd say.
Well, hey, here's something I learned today. Perkins food is great, but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are known as a quick and affordable snack or meal option in today's world, but they've been around for more than a century now. The first known PB&J recipe was published in 1901 in the Boston Cooking School magazine, and back then it was actually considered to be a fancy treat served in high-end tea rooms. And then later, the sandwich took off in the 1920s and the 30s with the rise of sliced bread and mass-produced peanut butter, then became even more popular after being included in U.S. soldier rations during World War II.
Oh, okay. Have I told you I've never had a peanut butter and jelly
That's right. I forgot about that. That's the Briggs LaSavage fun fact.
And I can't have one now because, as I say, you know, then what fun fact would I have about myself? I don't know.
And also, I got to help you out. You got whipped cream on your nose.
See, I got caught because Ryan was reading that story and I took a sip of the drink.
I know. Hey, it's just too tasty. You just get in there, you know. So it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't around for the whole show. We got to look out for each other when we're around here.
You have to. You have to. One time Hunter did that to me. He's going, you got a little spaghetti sauce on my face. I was like, oh, Hunter's a real one.
You're like, Hunter, it's been 20 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
I appreciate your help. Well, how about this? Researchers say they may have found evidence of a prehistoric attempt to remove a cavity. It's an almost 60,000-year-old lower molar of an adult Neanderthal found inside a cave in what's now Russia. The tooth has a deep hole with scratches around it, which suggests it was manipulated with an object. And scientists say they also unearthed pointy stone tools in the same exact cave. And this discovery is believed to be the earliest known evidence of dental cavity work in human evolutionary history.
Oh my, yeah, I have a hard time, you know, with the dentist. I enjoy going to the dentist, it's fine, but I'm very sensitive. My gums are sensitive, my teeth are sensitive. I have to get the, you know, like, what's the thing, numbing stuff, like on my gums as they do it. Yeah, because I just hate the feeling. I cannot imagine back in the day when you're like using a literal rock to get your tooth out. That's insane.
Pull it out, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
It's so.
Give me some of that numbing stuff.
Hey, it seemed like it worked out.
Yeah.
Did a good job.
Yikes. Well, a Minnesota teen is following an extraordinary path after being recognized by the Dalai Lama as a reincarnated Buddhist Lama at just 2 years old. Wow, okay. This 19-year-old grew up in Minnesota and is now studying at a monastery in northern India. He's training in Buddhist philosophy and rituals while still holding on to some American favorites of his, like football and Family Guy, too. He hopes to one day return home to Minnesota to teach and share Buddhist values with the local community. What an amazing experience.
That's awesome.
It is.
It's cool to see, like, someone from America go over, it's including like the Pope.
Yeah.
It's like the Pope is an American, but
True.
It's kind of fun, like seeing them in that setting.
Yeah, very neat.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how about this? A 7-year-old boy in Canada is on a mission to get a pet turtle, even though they are banned where he lives on Prince Edward Island. Fitz Corcoran, great name, wrote a letter to the province's environment minister asking her to change the rules or make an exception for him. The ban exists to prevent turtles from harming local wildlife if they escape or they're released into the wild. And the minister says the law won't change, but she may send Fitz a plush turtle and give him virtual updates on a wild one instead.
Stop. She's not going to change the law for this little man.
Hey, if you're going to change the law for him, you got to change it for everybody.
True. Well, how many turtles are running rampant over there?
Could be 10,000 pet turtles that nobody wants anymore that are running wild.
This poor guy, he's an early lobbyist.
He is. He's trying
make change in his community for the better.
Hey, I like it. He's got a future ahead of him. And I thought this idea was super cute before we head to break. These elementary second graders drew monsters they believe could be friends with the main character of a book called Love Monster. So they made that art. However, unknown to those students, their drawings were then given to a local tech center where high schoolers brought them to life through 3D printing. The high school students spent almost 3 months working on all of these projects.
Oh, I love that. No, I bet the kids thought that was so cool, but I bet the high schoolers thought it was cool too, getting to make the kids smile like that.
Bring it home to their parents. They probably loved it so much. Well, coming up, we are going birding. We'll be back on Northern Life. Welcome back, everybody. I think we always try to find the right balance, but it seems like whenever we hear about these new studies, we can never really do anything right. And now apparently we know that too little sleep ages us faster, but researchers also say too much sleep does the same thing. A Columbia University study found that people who slept fewer than 6 hours or more than 8 hours experienced faster biological aging, including aging of the heart, the brain, the lungs, and the immune system.
Yeah, you just can't win.
Yeah, it's like you got to get your rest, make sure you rest. Actually, not that much rest, wake up. And then, of course, if you get 4 hours of sleep, obviously that hurts. But I feel like oversleeping like 10 hours, you go, okay, maybe I should have gotten up and done something.
Yeah, you do feel a little bit more groggy, when you sleep really long. Sometimes you just wake up and you're like in a fog.
Where am I?
What happens? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do pretty good at getting like the 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
Nice.
Especially Wells, my son sleeps like he's the best sleeper ever, so that's great. And so I'm able to then sleep my best sleep too.
I guess the problem with Wells is also growing, so it's like I wish I was still like gonna grow to be like 6'8", and just say that was my excuse for sleeping more.
Right, he sleeps like 12 hours.
Good on
That's crazy.
him.
I'm gonna knock on some wood because now that I say that on
TV,
he's gonna have horrible sleep.
He's like, I will wake up whenever you want, Mom. 2 a.m. Let's do it.
Oh man, keep sleeping, little buddy. New research suggests that birding may be good for the brain. There's evidence that it could help guard the brain against dementia and some age-related cognitive decline as well.
And as Bradley Blackburn found out, it can be a rewarding pastime.
Right on the other side of this trunk.
During migration season, Dr. Claude Block flocks to New York Central Park 4 times a week.
Louisiana water thrush I've seen the pine warbler.
Armed with only his binoculars.
Is that a red-tailed hawk?
I think that's a Cooper's hawk.
He can spot and identify nearly any species.
How can you tell it's a Cooper's hawk?
First of all, it's smaller, it's got a longer tail.
The 96-year-old started birding 60 years ago. He's an active member of the New York City Bird Alliance and still a practicing radiologist.
My visual cortex in my brain is well developed.
Do you think birding has helped keep you sharp?
Oh, there's no question in my mind, but I'm prejudiced.
Dr. Block may be proof of an idea now being taken seriously by science. A new study used MRIs to look at the brains of expert birders and found they have different neural activity and even structure. Principal researcher Eric Wing says birding may actually reshape the brain, what's called neuroplasticity. It could help protect from age-related decline.
Even across adulthood, our brains remain remarkably malleable. And as we learn new skills, you actually get reorganization of the brain circuits.
Other hobbies may help build neuroplasticity too, but Dr. Block says birding has extra benefits.
It makes you active physically. you walk.
And after all these years, it still brings him joy.
And I say, oh my God, a parrot, as if I've never seen one. That's amazing about birding.
You still get excited.
You still get excited.
A boost for the brain that's waiting right in the backyard. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
You seen a lot of birds out and about, Briggs?
We have a little robin that lives in our yard. Yeah, it's so cute. They have a little nest right underneath our deck, I think. And so every time we fly home, she flies out of her nest, and then Wells goes, "Birdie!"
Oh, that's cute.
It is. It's very
I feel like I've seen a lot of squirrels lately.
Yes.
I don't know if squirreling would be a hobby, but I'd probably get into that.
It's a hobby of mine. I love how they run on the like the power lines, and I'm like, how do you guys balance them there? I don't know.
Those dudes are impressive. Let's head to southern Minnesota now, where there's a place near Rochester where visitors go wild for wildflowers.
Yeah. John Lauritsen shows us why Carly State Park draws thousands of flower-seeking guests every spring.
Carly State Park is one of the smallest state parks in Minnesota, but for a few days each year, it might be the most eye-catching.
Bluebells are absolutely what people come to Carly to see.
They are nature's handiwork, and here you'll find clusters of them as far as the eye can see. Even among the vivid purple, pink, and white wildflowers, bluebells stand out, though their time is short.
You've got a couple of weeks where they're going to be really showy like they are right now.
You feel like you almost accomplished something being here and capturing them in that window.
Because otherwise you'll hear about it and then you know that you missed it. You got to wait another year until you get a chance to do it again.
It's estimated that 50 acres of this park is covered in just bluebells. And approximately 1 out of 10,000 of these wildflowers turns out to be white, making this a pretty rare sighting.
After they get pollinated, the bluebells essentially turn into seeds for next year's bloom. As a flower, they are fleeting, which is why visitors come from across the state to see them.
Since 1978.
Almost 50 years you've been coming to see the bluebells.
Come say hi.
Carla and Tim Quisley and their dog Juno traveled from Northfield to catch the bloom.
Then we looked it up and thought, oh, it's only an hour. Let's go check it out.
What are your first impressions of the bluebells?
It's beautiful.
Their beauty is aided by the May sun and a light breeze. Mother Nature's way of saying it's okay to stop and smell the flowers.
This is, a kind of a reminder to slow down and breathe in the beauty that nature provides. I think that we get very busy, and sometimes we need a reason to go out and really soak nature back in.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Cool. Yeah, we have an old coworker who's making it her mission to visit every single Minnesota State Park, so that looks like a good one to add to her list.
Carly, we're on the way. Coming up, restaurants going retro. We'll see you in a few. Welcome back, everybody. During the stories that have been airing, we've been able to eat more of these quesadillas.
Yeah,
and I gotta say, Chicken Bacon Ranch might be at the top.
I think it is for me, too. Yeah, it's really good. I like quesadillas. I think about normally like, taco inspiration.
Yeah, chicken, cheese.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun when it's something different, a little bit of a different flavor base. That's why I'm eyeing up those breakfast ones in that bag. Ryan's got them all stowed away over there.
I had to make sure that the bag, stayed upright so the logo showed. So you could have them after the show.
Thank you.
Well, Briggs, we've been loving these, but do you love popcorn?
I do. I do love popcorn, especially when you put soy sauce on it, actually. Yeah, weird. This is not related to the story at all, so I'm derailed. I learned it from my husband, Matt. Yeah, he puts soy sauce on his popcorn, and it's very good.
Sodium free or with sodium? Probably with sodium.
I don't know. I don't really care. It just tastes good. Yeah,
we're going to have to try that out. Well, let's see if you love it this much. At the Diamondbacks Rangers game the other night at Globe Life Field, 2 fans were seen carrying a trash bags filled with popcorn. And there wasn't any word on if they got this at the game or if they somehow managed to sneak it in. But you'd be set for the rest of the game with that much popcorn.
Stop. That is so funny. That reminds me, like, just going to a movie theater or something and bringing that in with you to a baseball game.
Yeah,
You're
sneaking
just
in your own snacks.
Yikes. You got to get a big purse for that.
You're gonna need a gallon of soy sauce if you're going to be going through that bag. So looks like they're living their best life. In the world of dining, some restaurants are going retro, trying to bring more customers into their dining rooms.
Yeah, Bradley Blackburn is back. He's got a taste of how they're putting nostalgia on the menu.
In the hills of Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania, a familiar red roof catches the eye. Inside the vinyl booths, Tiffany-style lamps, and yes, the salad bar you may remember from decades ago.
I mean, it's amazing the comments we have about, they have the red cups. Yes, we do.
Tim Sparks got his start working at a Pizza Hut that looked like this. He's now president of Dayland Corporation, which owns this franchise and more than 80 others around the country. They've redecorated many restaurants to rewind the clock.
It looks exactly like the one that I remember from when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's what we were after.
Some Pizza Hut classics are now top-performing locations. Customers show up for a piece of their childhood.
It just brings back memories.
To share with their own kids.
When you finally find something that tastes how you genuinely remember it tasting, like, you can't let it go.
People come from 2 and 3 hours away, and I'm not making that up.
More restaurants are serving up nostalgia. Franchises like Burger King and KFC returned to old-school logos and packaging in recent years. At Pizza Hut, they even brought back Pac-Man. But for Sparks... This is much more than a game. It's a mission to rebuild places where families can connect.
If we could get them in here as a family, they do tend to put their phones down and actually have conversations and speak with each other. I'm not going to tell you I know how to fix the world, but I do think that family is a good place to start.
He hopes to renovate more of his restaurants as long as he can find enough of those lamps.
They're hard to get?
Yeah, they're almost impossible to get.
A familiar taste.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Bringing people together.
Just like I remember it.
Again, Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania.
I feel like our guy Bradley's living his best life recently.
No kidding. Went to the state park, did some cheers and with some pizza. Whatever.
He's doing all right. Do you like when they have like a nostalgic feel like that when you're dining?
Yeah, it's fun. I think. I especially think back to how fun it was when we would go to like the McDonald's Playland, or like Burger King Playland or whatever back in the day. Do they still have those? I don't even know.
I think they have like the play place, but they're all modern looking.
Yeah,
now.
Sure. I want the old school version.
Looks like you're in a luxury apartment building. Yeah. We'll say goodbye after the break.
Hey everybody, when we sign off here, you can head to northernnewsnow.com. Under the Northern Life tab, you can find Ryan and me talking about what happens when a beaver crosses the road and who we think should be the new James Bond as well. I didn't even know. Are they making a new movie?
I think they're, who's the, Amazon owns some sort of, is it MGM? Whoever owns James Bond, so I think they're starting auditions. So, maybe me or Hunter McCullough might have to audition and then become the new James Bond.
I'd vote for you guys. That'd be cool.
Shaken, not stirred. Pretty good. And hey, everyone, let's give a huge round of applause here for Briggs LaSavage helping us out while Hunter McCullough was away. I believe Hunter is back tomorrow, so be sure to find Briggs at noon here on Northern News Now. Find her on Facebook as well. And Briggs, I really appreciate you helping us out and joining us and having some fun this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to come anytime that you have food. So if Hunter's here or not, and you've got more Perkins stuff coming just let me know.
We're going to meet you in the break room probably sometime soon and try out this popcorn soy sauce combination.
Ooh, I think you guys would like it. It's pretty good. Just salt on salt on salt, basically.
Or we'll meet you at a place to go birding or maybe even a retro pizza place. That'd be fun.
I'd love it all. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you guys.
We certainly do. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.